In this video, I want to show you around the Canvas website that we'll be using as the basis of our course for this term. Canvas is a learning management system. You have probably encountered something like it before, Moodle or Google Classroom or Blackboard, but I think Canvas has a lot more functions and is a bit more intuitive than some of the others. Everyone at U of M Dearborn uses Canvas, but the faculty will often use it differently. So I wanted you to see how I've been using these tools to arrange the materials for our course. When you go into Foundations 1306, you're going to see a page that looks like this. At the top will be any announcements, and you can see if you've read them or if there are new comments that you need to look at. This indicates that there are 2 comments and that you have not read them. From there, you just basically, we're going to work our way down the home page in chronological order. I've put everything into modules and they appear in the order we're going to go through them. When you're done with a module, you can click on the little triangle on the left of the module title and it will go, the details will disappear. So that way you can kind of work your way through, right, as we make our way through the class all the way to the end. Now, I'm assuming you've already read the syllabus, so you understand that this class is a kind of hybrid, fully online class. By hybrid, that means that some of the work we'll do will be asynchronous. You've got windows of time in which you complete that kind of on your own, and there will be a synchronous element where we meet on Mondays once we get to September 14th. That's the first Monday in the term because of our start date on a Tuesday and then Labor Day. So on those Mondays we will actually meet together on Zoom and do all kinds of different things. Talk about what's coming up in the week, look at some material together, and generally just check in and make sure we're on the same page. So when you come to class, you want to work your way through what's here. So obviously Welcome Start Here is where you should start, and you will find that there are links in the page when you click on it that takes you down through each of these things, but I've also left them here so that you could kind of see what's included. I try and give you at least 2 ways to get to anything within Canvas, so you don't have to work so hard to remember where did I see that. Once you get through kind of the introductory material, then you can start doing some kind of introduction work on the topics of the course, thinking a little bit about what you're bringing to the class and then having a quick look at the topic of the class itself. So that will take us through the first week, and then we'll start up week 2, week 3, week 4. We'll all be talking about racial passing, and then we'll move into gender. And you can see some dates here and the week numbers to help you know where you are in time, but like I said, you're just kind of working your way down this list in order. To show you what a typical week looks like, I'm going to click on week 5 here, where you get some idea of what we're talking about. You get a little bit of material to work through before our class meeting on Mondays. There are a number of things here. I try and keep them fairly short. They are often about the context you'll need to deal with the sources that we'll be talking about and analyzing for the week. So they kind of orient you to time and place and subject and maybe fill in on what you might not know about the history that helps us understand the stories that we'll look at. These are often web pages or short videos that I've found. Every once in a while, if I don't find what I want, I will make the video myself, and it'll look something like this one. Then you get the Zoom meeting. So this is the kind of stuff, this prep work you'll be doing Sundays, Monday morning, and then at 12:30 by 12:30, please be online in our Zoom meeting. I'll be there 15 minutes before, and I'll usually try and stay 15 minutes after if people have more informal questions or things that they want to chat about. It's an easy way to find me. And once we're done with that, then I set you loose on the sources or the stories that we have to read about for that week. I try and give you an indication of what it is you're looking at, whether it's a scholarly secondary source written by a historian or another scholar, whether it's a primary source, or whether it's a theory reading. And I'll explain, I have a video that explains all of those. So you need to work through this on your own, and you will need to do a little bit of writing. This is not a formal paper, this reading analysis. It is more a kind of focused set of ideas or observations. Maybe it helps to think about it almost as a blog post. You will post it and turn it in by Thursdays at 5. And then for the remainder of the week, you'll have the chance to look at the reading analyses that a few of your classmates did and talk with them more generally about the material that you covered that week. Those groups will be very small. There will only be probably 4 of you in one of those groups, just because I don't want you to have to spend hours wading through other people's comments, and I want there to be a lot of room for you to really engage with each other. So I'm going to keep those discussion groups quite small. You should notice that all of these things are links. So the links will take you to the readings. The links will take you to the assignments. The links will take you to the discussions. And then toward the end of the week, I kind of want to know how you're doing. It's going to be our chance to talk about all things university, what's up with you, what you're thinking. These are quite informal check-ins and report outs for the most part. But you will have a link here. I don't have this one up yet. And then finally, there's always an option. There's a discussion board that's open all the time for any questions you have about the class or questions you have about how the university works. And I will chime in there, and I hope that you will as well. So if you see one of your classmates posting something and you know the answer, how to get help for your Chem 134 class, I actually know the answer to that one too. But if you know that, go ahead and chime in there and help out. So this is kind of the more informal stuff. I think in a lot of ways, these check-ins and that discussion board are the kinds of things that we'd be chatting about if we actually were sitting in a class together. And I wanted to make sure that there was room for that kind of work to go on in the class. So that is a very typical week, and you can see that it's all laid out kind of in the order you'd be doing it. Sunday and Monday, we meet then on Monday, and then you turn to the readings on your own. You do a little bit of writing, and you engage with the writing and thoughts of your colleagues, and then you kind of tell me how things are going for you. I want to come back to these buttons that are down the left and briefly tell you how they're going to help you. So most of the time when you come to the website, again, this homepage is what's going to serve you the best, and it's going to get you to where you need to go. Over here, Canvas gives you a to-do list. There's also a course calendar, course notifications. So there's other ways for you to see what it is you need to do, quickly look at what those due dates are that are coming up. The next page I have there is people. Click on that and you have a way, if you click on these names, you have a way to contact each other. There are 2 assignments, at least 1, possibly 2, that you can do with your peers. I've asked you to do a film review, film analysis with your peers. I've been watching these all summer, and they're really fascinating ways to look at passing in popular culture through movies. So you'll do that with a partner. Here's one way you can find a contact for folks. I'll give you a few others. And then the second potential group project is the research project, which you can do on your own or you can do in a small group. So again, you need to be able to find each other, and the people button will let you do that. Grades, because I know you care about this. When you click on grades, you will be able to see all of the assignments. Also, this is a quick way to go find an assignment if you can't remember what week it was in or you're trying to get there. Come look at the gradebook. And so as you complete things, they will start showing up here. I haven't turned all of these things on yet. That's why you're not seeing very much here right now. Canvas will tell you kind of where you are in the course, both with individual assignments, but also in the broader categories. So those reading analyses that you're going to write for most weeks, not every week, but a lot of weeks, they add up to a big chunk of your grade. That's 30% of your grade, right? So Canvas will tell you kind of how you're doing in that area. If you have any questions about how you're doing, please come visit me in office hours. And then these other links that are down here are things that you're going to get to through the homepage. So I wouldn't worry too much about them, but I left them there just in case you're looking for a different way to navigate. You remember an announcement several weeks ago that you want to go back and look at. That's not going to show up on the homepage, but you can get to it this way. What I do want to talk about, though, is the syllabus. I'm kind of hoping you've already read it, but if you haven't, I've linked to it in my welcome page. I will link to it in the announcement where I share this video, and I will link to it on this little tab called syllabus. My whole syllabus is not here. You can see that lots of things are, all kinds of things that are due. So here is the link to the syllabus, and this is a Google Doc. Definitely you want to spend some time reading through what this is all about, what it is that we're doing, and there are descriptions of each of the assignments that you are doing in broad terms. I'll have more specific directions for you in the assignments themselves. The other key thing to know is this is how you contact me. I do have an office. I will not be there this fall. I will be in my home office, which you will get glimpses of on the videos. But I will certainly be on email a lot. And then on Mondays and Thursdays from 2 to 3, I will be on Zoom waiting for you. So if you click on this link, it will actually take you into a waiting room. And as soon as I am free, if I'm done meeting with another student or finishing up a call, I will grab you from the waiting room, and then we can have a quick chat about whatever it is that you need to chat about. Those are, you don't need to schedule an appointment. If those office hours don't work for you, you can send me an email, and I will schedule another appointment with you, and you can use the same link to come and find me, and we can chat. Please don't hesitate to use office hours. I really actually would encourage you to do that. So there you go. That is the Canvas website. Lots of things are not yet open to you because I'm tweaking and trying to finalize all of the pieces and make sure all of the links work and connect it up. As much as I try and do that, and I'll have that ready to go by September 1st, I do sometimes miss a mouse click. There's a lot of work in assembling this course. I love all the different resources that I can expose you to, but it's been a tall order to get it all set before the term begins. And something might be wrong. If you see a link that doesn't work, or you can't find something, or you're confused as to where you need to be or how the schedule works, please be in touch. Let me know. I'm just going to say it. There is something in here that isn't set right, most likely. Please let me know when you see it if you have a question, and I will get it fixed for you right away, because I am really excited about this class, and I know it's going to be potentially difficult to do so much remote learning. I wanted to make the class as logical and easy to navigate as possible. So if I can make improvements in that area as well, let me know. And when you're ready, if you haven't already, go back to home and start working your way through with the Welcome Start Here tab.